Ooh. Alright. Alright. So this one, we're going to do 2022. Doing the 2022 tracks. We're going to rate them from goated to bad / right. Might have to watch a couple of the highlights of the races just to jog my memory a little bit. I can never remember every single one, ever. Let's start from the back. This way instead this time. Alright, so let's start. Zandvoort. That's just been actually. That was just before Monza. Zandvoort, I don't think it's very good for overtaking, but I think it's good to watch. Apparently it's unreal to drive. That's what all the drivers seem to think. Still gonna put it at good. I don't think it's great and I don't think it's good. I think it's just good. Belgium. It's a Spa. It's one of the oldest tracks calendar, one of the most iconic. Annoyingly, I don't think it makes for that good a racing. The only real place that you can do really spectacular racing is on, and you have to be so much faster than someone to get an overtake. But because of its history, it has to go in. It has to. Spain, I think it always makes for a boring race. Now, I can imagine it's really nice to drive. Like, I've driven it in games and stuff, and it's kind of enjoyable, but it never really makes for a good, entertaining race. It's very much if you qualify first, you'll come first, sort of thing. I think I might even say it's bad, just because it doesn't make for any interesting racing. I don't think. Singapore. So I must be being stupid. Singapore street circuit, so it's already more entertaining. Has made for good racing in the past. I don't think we visited it 2021 or 2022. No, sorry, we are visiting it in 2022. Not in 2020. Gonna put it at good because it's a street circuit and it's quite tight. A lot of right angle corners which allow for overtaking. I'm gonna put it at good. Not considered great. Silverstone, again, an old one on the circuit, on the calendar. I would say Silverstone has to be a goated circuit. Now, I might be being a little bit biased because I'm British, but even the last two GPs at Silverstone have been next level good. Yeah, no, definitely. I think Silverstone is better than Belgium, allows for better racing. Yeah, no, definitely. Jeddah. So I remember the last two GPs that we've had. So we've had it this year and we've had it in 2021. Both races were so good. So good. Chaos everywhere. Hasn't been around long enough to be considered a goated circuit. I would say great. Just for pure entertainment value. Monza, a lot of straights. If your car's good in a straight line, 9 times out of 10 you'll do well here. I don't think it makes for really good viewing. I think the atmosphere, if you were to go, would be incredible though. So for that, I wouldn't put it at bad. I'd probably put it at alright. Don't think it's incredible, but I think the atmosphere, if you were to go, would be amazing. I don't think it's that good to watch on TV. Monaco, no overtaking. I think just for a spectacle and what surrounds it makes it a great circuit. But if you qualify first, 9 times out of 10 you come in first. Very difficult to overtake, but makes if overtakes do happen, it makes for very close racing. Difficult to say in between good and I think just for the actual, like the sheer atmosphere of the whole place. And the fact that it's one of the oldest circuits on the calendar again, everyone just loves it. Everyone tunes into it. I think it has to be great, possibly even goated. No, it makes for boring. I don't think it makes for that entertaining race, like for the majority of Miami. So we've had one race. It was a very green circuit. I thought the race was a little bit. I thought the race was interesting. It was a good race. I think the circuit is good. Looks difficult and technical to drive around. I'm gonna put it at good, just because kind of what it has done for F1 this year. I think it's definitely blown stuff up. But the turnout from Miami was so good. Mexico, I think Mexico's a boring circuit, man. Really do. I really do. I don't think it's that cool. I like the corners when you go into it, and got the grandstands and all that stuff. So, but again, I don't think it makes for great racing. I'm gonna put it in right. I'm going to put it in alright. Japan. So the last time we were here was what, 2019? Oh my days. Damn, this looks chaos. Oh, look at the undulations, man. That almost hit Hamilton. Just for the fact that we're 4 laps in and we've seen an obscene amount of chaos. Japan, I'm kind of excited for this year, straight off just watching that video. I'm going to put it at good. Just because I don't know too much about it. Imola, oh, I like this track. I like this track a lot. I'm gonna put because of how significant Imola is in F1, it has to be in great. I think it makes for good racing anyway. It could even go into goated, especially in the wet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Imola in goated. I'm gonna put Imola at a great circuit. As a great circuit, I think it's really good to drive. And I think in the wet, it's very difficult, and obviously it holds a lot of significance. Hungary. Last couple of races have been actually really interesting. I love the change in altitude at Hungary and the long sweeping corner section. Really enjoy that. I'm gonna put Hungary in a good circuit. I think it's a good circuit. Actually, the last couple of races have been so good. I think Hungary is actually possibly great. Or Ricard, I think it's all right. I don't think it's anything to shout about. Honestly, I don't. I think it's a nice track. I think it's a very pretty track. Don't think it makes for that good a racing. It might, I mean, this year's race wasn't even that good. Dakota. Circuit of the Americas. Okay. I don't even think I watched this one. I actually think I missed the USA one from last year. Oh no, I did watch this. That section's unreal. Go on then, my boy. Oh, mate, look at that. What a lap. Who won in the end? Can't even remember. Stappen. Look at that. Won by a second. Just a second. And then between that 40 seconds, I'd say the Circuit of the Americas is a good track. I don't think it's fully proven to be a great track or a goated track. I don't even think Jeddah should technically be in one of the greats, but I think it's so entertaining to watch. Right, Canada, honestly think it's a boring and bad circuit. Simple. I'd love to go. Love Canada as a country, but boring race, man. Brazil. Where did I put that? I accidentally put it somewhere. Ah, Brazil. Just because of some of the performances that we've seen there. Like Hamilton going from 20th to 1st. I love the... Just literally, I think everything about the track is perfect. I wouldn't change anything about Brazil. I think it works very well, and we've had some really, really, really good races there. It's been there for years. I'd put Brazil in a goated track. Baku. Again, maybe some really good moments. Maybe some really good racing, actually. I'm actually going to put Baku as a great. Just because, again, street circuit, it makes for more entertaining. That long straight I actually think is really cool. We've had some chaos there over the last couple of years as well. Yeah, no, definitely made for some good races over the last couple of years. Bahrain. I swear to God, I think this is my most driven track on F1 games. Because I start careers and then I'll do Bahrain and then I could do a couple more maybe and then I'll start again. I think Bahrain is an okay track. It's made for some good races, like I said, but I just think Bahrain's very mediocre, I think. I think there's been some really good moments there. But I think overall there's not been some great races there. I think, was it this season or last season? Where it was an unreal race at Bahrain. No, I'm changing my mind. It's going good. Okay, Austria. I actually really like this track. I don't think it's a great and I definitely don't think it's a goated. I think it's very much just good. Because of how short it is and how fast it is, I do think it makes for some good races. And again, we've had some really good moments over the last couple of years. Australia. I'm going to put Australia as alright, and that's annoying because I really enjoy driving that on the games. I love driving Australia on the games, but it hasn't made for many very good races. Abu Dhabi. So they made some changes for it last year, and then we had the very controversial race. The fact that that level of controversy was in on that track would be probably enough to put it in a goated state. But I think as a track to race, I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's that entertaining to watch. Obviously, bar last year, I don't think it's been that entertaining to watch most ever. I think it's quite a disappointing end to the season, usually, because of the situation last season. We're not going to see that this season, though, at all. Max has just run away with it anyways. I don't think it makes for good racing. That is what I feel, just based off viewer spectacle and what you can expect via races. I think give Jeddah 3 more years, I'd put that in a goated circuit. If it carries on being the exact way it is, I love that track, but I can't put it in goated. I'm actually going to put Monaco below these. As a circuit, it's probably just alright. But as a spectacle, it puts it up maybe 1 or 2 tiers. I'm gonna put it at good, just because I don't really enjoy watching it on the TV. If I was to be there, I'd think it's amazing, but yeah, no. That's what we got. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with another one soon. If you let me know what you think in the comments, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next on the tiers.